It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our coverage tonight from Target Center, as the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, it's been a difficult part of the season. They're slogging through 4 straight losses coming into tonight's game, looking for answers, looking for a win to get them on track. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only.
Let's get started with the visiting Phoenix Suns.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one, as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Look at the Suns. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Jackson, the young perimeter pair. Allen Williams out there with Bender. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Here's Bledsoe, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Hey, this is an interesting point in the season, Brent. You're in the middle of an 82-game schedule. Easy to lose focus. So that being said, how do coaches keep their guys mentally sharp, mentally prepared for each and every night?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Were you asking me something?
I was, Brent, and I'm not going to ask it again.
Oh, I
so
get
hopefully you heard some.
I'm kidding. That's one of the things, Kevin, I would say. Be creative with your practice scheduling. Maybe a couple more days off. You know, do something that's outside the norm so guys don't feel like it's the broken record portion of the season. I think some of the best coaches in our league keep it creative and light at this point in the year.
Brooks misses. On defense, Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And you know what? Up against the weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Minnesota. Back to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Bender. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bender's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Jang. Not a lot of room. Sinks that one from the post. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you try to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away free points from the free throw line.
Now here's Brooks. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 3-pointer, Butler. Here's Gibson, got a hand on it.
And Bender really using that 9'3" standing reach to block these shots. Just a towering presence.
The baseline J. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Booker.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Jang, the pass to Gibson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Bledsoe kicks to Williams, and there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. There's a good screen. Picked by Williams. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Minnesota.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the three-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
And it's Butler missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jackson has the open look. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with head coach Earl Watson. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. He told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. See if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul. Bledsoe against Brooks. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Inside. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got his second bucket tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Butler against Booker. Here's Bender, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Bender's got 5 points so far. Brooks dishes to Gibson. Out to Brooks. Releases. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And you got to love seeing Butler pull up from here. His jumper is a big part of his offensive game.
Bledsoe passes to Bender. To the inside. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Suns shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on Dragan Bender. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here for the night, and he makes the first.
It's hard to imagine a team playing faster than Houston or Golden State, but the Suns actually do that. They push the pace. Phoenix, the second highest paced team in the league last season. This team, like many other Suns teams, wants to get out and run up and down, use those young legs to find scoring opportunities.
And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Bledsoe against Brooks. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Lock at 6. Bender. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Muhammad on the wing. Chang against Williams. 3-pointer. Butler. Bender with the rebound.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Jackson dishes to Bledsoe. Can't cash in from the left block. Timberwolves trail by 5. And finished off by Jang.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from 3-point land to get things going here in the first. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Now Bledsoe, after Aaron Brooks' 3-pointer didn't go.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Tipped away. Williams a screen. Now here's Bender. Jang defending. On the wing, Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bender. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Bender's got 10 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Muhammad, no luck.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Booker the pass to Jackson. And no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Jang high post. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, good from Jang. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
That's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So,
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there, and thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sensed you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Here's Knight, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And Bielitsa kicks to Zhang. Bielitsa passes to Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stop.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Knight kicks to Chris. A three-pointer, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stop.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Minnesota. Warren dishes to Land. Suns moving the ball around, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. Ulis with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Len sets a screen for Warren. To end the run. The wide open look here for Ulis. Buries it from three-point range.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
Now here's Crawford. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Zhang, the pass to Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stop.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. They set the pick. There's a screen by Chris. A three from Warren, and that comes off the assist by Ulis.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And that's such solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
It's stolen by Mahimi. Right side, Jones. Crawford trying to free himself up. On the basket by Jones.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is his eye open.
Warren on the wing. Pass to Len. Back to Warren from downtown. Rebound by Jang. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Bielitz. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Dishes it to Jang. Jones up top. Here's Mahimi. Shot clock at 3. Here's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That is his first foul of the game. Cole Aldridge is checked in for Jang. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 5. And Jones over to help. Uncovered. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got his first basket.
He felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Outside, Jones. Crawford outside. Up top, Mahimi. Back right after this. We go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, it's got a huge advantage.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 3-point lead. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. C.J. Warren out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then it's Ulis. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Ulis. And the pass to Warren. They set the screen. Poked away. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Bielitz kicks to Aldridge. And Jones has it in the corner. The offensive rebound out left to the wing. Bielitz tries yet again. And it's laid in by Gibson. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Gibson using his body on the boards. He's great at using his timing to leap up and collect a second chance.
Dudley's shot is good. You know, Brent, the one thing we've seen from Coach Earl Watson is that he has a very good working relationship with his roster. His players have always said they have the trust of their coach.
Well, that's the key buzzword for what it is that Earl Watson wants to do with this young ball club, is that he wants to grow as they grow, and he wants to know that at all times Earl Watson has their back. He wants them to have the kind of success in the league that is going to afford them everything that they want, and he never shies away about talking about those things.
Here's Knight following the score by Jamal Crawford. Len, good.
Some good court awareness that time from Brandon Knight. He's a creative guard who has a good feel for when his guys are open.
Feeds it to Aldridge. Wants to get it to Crawford and does. Gibson dishes to Aldridge. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So many great point guards in the league right now, guys, who can do much more than just facilitate. Brent, how has that position in your mind evolved over the years?
I think watching these point guards play, Kevin, and their ability to score the basketball has been remarkable. There have been guys throughout the history of the league that have been tremendous scorers at the point guard position, but now with the emphasis on three-point shooting and less about point guards' traditional role of setting up the rest of the team, that's why you're seeing such dynamic play from that position.
Now, here's Warren. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Crawford, 6-point lead. Three-pointer, Butler. Booker pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. They get a hand on it. Down low. And Crawford gets it to go on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Jamal Crawford. Suns trail by 8. Bledsoe passes to Williams. There's the screen. Crawford against Booker. Dudley with a screen on Crawford. Launches a three. Another three for Phoenix.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 6.
Yeah, and you just can't let Butler get that deep. Once he's got that kind of positioning, it's over.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Toronto.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that is countless off-season drilling with that kind of footwork to get that separation.
Butler in the corner. Gibson down low. He's guarded by Dudley.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Suns trail by 7. Warren on the wing. Outside Williams. Shoots over Aldridge. Williams can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
When Taj Gibson can get things going down here, we've seen teams just keep feeding the big man.
Phoenix has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Williams a screen on Jones. Bledsoe against Jones. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Bledsoe for 3. Rebound Minnesota. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You gotta admire Butler. I mean, when he's got space to rise up for the finish, he does not hesitate.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Some changes for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Brooks in for Jones. And a change for the Suns. Jackson, he's checked in for Warren. Now here's Williams. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Butler against Booker. Timberwolves passing it around. Taj Gibson again. Gibson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
There's the dish to Booker. Passes to Bledsoe. Three-pointer. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Guys get excited about making something happen, but that was just a loss of composure right there. You can't go through the guy.
Bender, he's checked in for the Suns. Chris comes in for Jared Dudley. Muhammad against Jackson. Kicks it out to Gibson. Muhammad on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 11.
And with Marquise Chris out of the University of Washington, the 8th overall pick from 2016, it took a little bit of time to get settled as a rookie, but about halfway through the season, you could see the light go on, and you could see why the team brought him in. Explosive as a four-man and great at running the floor.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Bender. Here's Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And how about the presence of mind of Bender going right back up with the shot after collecting that offensive rebound?
Butler kicks to Gibson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight. And with Chris, the length and mobility that he shows at his position, Brent, something that GMs and coaches are always searching for.
Well, kind of cool that the guy just turned 20 years old during the summer. I look forward to the progress that Marquise Chris is going to make after 75 starts in his rookie season. An explosive four-man around the rim. Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Bledsoe following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Bender. There's a screen by Chris. Bender the pass to Chris. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, the confidence of Marquise Chris continues to grow from that range.
Brooks kicks to Aldridge. And Cole Aldridge with the slam.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. There's a screen by Chris. Butler against Booker. Over in the corner, Bender. No good on the triple.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now here's Brooks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Butler kicks to Muhammad. Lets the 3 fly. Bledsoe with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Chris. Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
The defense might start to want to respect the fact that Marquise Chris can nail that kind of jump shot.
The kick outside to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
Now here's Bledsoe. They set the pick, and it's Chris in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Chris has got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Bledsoe following the bucket by the Timberwolves. There's a screen by Chris. Here's the 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Bledsoe.
That's pretty encouraging stuff there. Eric Bledsoe draining the three-point shot and looking comfortable doing it.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Phoenix has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. 1:11 left in the first half. Booker outside. Here's Jackson. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 8 points for Josh Jackson.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Brooks kicks to Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And it's Chris in the corner. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Minnesota. Mahinmi's checked in for Aldridge. Zhang comes in for Taj Gibson. And Bielitsa in for Butler. And for the Suns, Lenz checked in for Dragan Bender. Knight comes in for Booker. And Tyler Ewis subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Knight. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Len. Rebound by Zhang. Timberwolves leading by 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home. If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
Brooks kicks to Zhang. Back to Brooks. Three-pointer. And Gorgie Zhang is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And Brooks.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the first half went really well for Taj Gibson. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving.
And that will conclude.
The buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. One guy is... They've got Muhammad. Jimmy Butler is out there with Brooks. Then it's Gorgie Zhang. And it's Gibson in at the power forward position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Jackson with it. Now defended by Muhammad. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
Got to keep Taj out of the post. How many of those have we seen?
Williams sends a screen for Bledsoe. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
It's off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. Suns on defense. They double him with Booker. And that one is off. Suns trail by 7. Left side, Williams. Booker against Butler. Bender with a wide open look. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 17 points for Dragan Bender.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Brooks dishes to Butler. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Bledsoe against Brooks. Stolen by Brooks. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Muhammad, and the dunk by Muhammad.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Suns trail by 8. Poke loose. There's the pick. Over in the corner, Bender. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
And finished off by Jang.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Booker outside. Over Butler. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
Tough foul. He's trying to make something happen right there, and he gets a bit out of control, and the referee's right on spot.
Inside, here's Muhammad. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Muhammad's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Jackson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And I love the confidence with which Jackson plays. Even when the D is bodying him up, he just powers through it.
Butler goes in, and Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Suns trail by 9. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jackson kicks to Williams, and Bledsoe has it in the corner. Jackson setting the pick here for Bledsoe. Good on the triple. Bender's got 23.
Another bomb for him right now. His 3-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Phoenix has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Knocked away. Bledsoe against Brooks. 5 to shoot. They double team Bledsoe. He feeds it to Williams. Got a hand on it. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Timeout called. The Suns. And over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Dudley's checked in for the Suns. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for Phoenix.
This has been a pleasure to watch. The rhythm he has in his game right now, the ease with which he's able to release these shots from beyond the arc. The defense just has no answer for him, and if he's going to continue to make threes like he has, Katie bar the door.
Brooks against Bledsoe, and there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his third foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Here is Bledsoe. He's got 10. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Think about Eric Bledsoe in the early part of his career as an understudy to Chris Paul out of college, learning from both him and Chauncey Billups. That ain't bad. Didn't come into his own until he was finally traded and became a full-time starter.
Muhammad, the pass to Butler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And with Bledsoe, you hear him talk about getting traded, and it was a big moment for him in his career.
Sometimes you need a change of scenery, Kevin, and then other times teams tell you here comes a change of scenery. But Eric Bledsoe has shown under the tutelage of Chris Paul in the early part of his career in Los Angeles that he's ready to head up a franchise. Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Brooks dishes to Muhammad. The feed to Jang. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And now a quick look at some very potent men in the middle lately. Highest scoring big men in the past 10 games. Second is Taj Gibson. And, of course, Gorgie Jang.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Well, you're building a team. The foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
Minnesota making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Jang's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Butler kicks to Muhammad. And Muhammad throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bledsoe against Brooks. Then to the pass to Booker. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Bledsoe.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Muhammad, and Muhammad throws it down.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. They set the screen. Bledsoe kicks to Jackson. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 15 points for Josh Jackson.
And how about that mentality by Jackson? Looking to shoot it as soon as that pass was delivered.
To the inside. Mahimi's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Suns call time here. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Minnesota making some changes. Bielitsa, he checks in for Jack. Crawford comes in for Muhammad. And Jones subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Suns trail by 10. Ulis dishes to Warren. Knocked away. Ulis with it. Jones covering. To the paint. Crawford. Look at that.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Right side, Knight. To the paint. Here's Chris. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Crawford missing again. Suns trail by 10. Chris pass to Knight. He goes up again. And Marquise Chris again. Chris has got 4 points this quarter.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
It's Bielitsa, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Brandon Knight.
Well, Knight right now focused on getting some points on the board, has his sights locked in.
Jones kicks to Crawford. The pass to Bielitsa. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded closely. Here's Warren. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Jones. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Suns trail by 10. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
And Phoenix making a change here. Williams has checked in. Passes it to Bielitsa. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to Crawford. Kept alive, Minnesota. Butler in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Goes back up. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. And Warren last season had his year interrupted by injury, cooled off after the fast start. But, Greg, he will always play with that activity.
Yeah, and he's so good at switching directions on a defender. Seemingly simple moves help him create great space both with and without the ball.
Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Minnesota. And it's the Suns with the ball. Warren on the wing. Here's Williams, and Aldridge sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. He's looking for Mahinmi and finds him. Nice D from Williams.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Greg, you look at Brandon Knight, and you figure that he would be perfect in the role of a 6th man off the bench.
You know, I think you hit it right on the head. I think he does fit that mold because of the ability to play both guard positions and also as a scorer facilitator. It's just never easy to learn the nuance of that role right off the bat. Adjusting to it is one reason I think he struggled so much last year.
And good that time. 7 points for Williams.
And not relying at all on
on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Pass to Bielitz. Jones kicks to Bielitz. Williams comes with a double team. Mahinmi passes to Bielitz. Knocks down the three ball. Bielitz has got 7 points for the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ulis kicks to Warren. There's a screen by Chris. That's tipped. Crawford with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Knight against Crawford. Now here's Knight, guarded closely. Again, Phoenix.
Well, Knight in there closer to the basket, got really hungry for 2 points there. Works around the defense.
Now Jones. Five to shoot. He kicks it to Aldridge. There's Crawford with the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, great when Jamal Crawford shakes loose an effortless jumper there. Not bashful at taking and making outside shots.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves lead by 13. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Knight. Setting the floor for the Suns. Warren is the three while Chris plays the four. Ulis is out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Williams at the five. There's a screen by Chris. Ulis passes to Chris. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Crawford dishes to Aldridge. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Up top, Knight, guarded by Crawford. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Warren. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Aldridge kicks to Mahinmi. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Knight. And that comes off the assist by Ulis. Ulis has got 5 assists tonight.
How about Knight mixing it up on the inside? Not just a perimeter scorer, but getting in there close.
Crawford. Mahinmi's shot is good. Mahinmi's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. Now, here's Ulis, defended by Jones. Here's Warren. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Well, you got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
Aldridge, the pass to Bielitz. No good from outside. Suns trail by 11. And here is Ulis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Taj Gibson's checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Bielitz. And the Suns also making a change. Bledsoe's checked in. Kicks it to Warren. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Brooks in for Tyus Jones. Phoenix also making some changes. Roggenbender, he's checked in for Chris. Jackson comes in for TJ Warren. And it's Devin Booker in for Knight.
Booker shooting the ball immediately off the pass. Defense, really no chance.
Here's Crawford. He dishes it to Gibson, and he comes up with the deuce. Gibson's got 26.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. One guy who's getting it done is Taj Gibson.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss. They have no idea how to contain him. Jamal Crawford, the guy who has won multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards, the guy that comes off the bench and provides you with some instant offense, ready to shoot and certainly ready to shake a defender with those incredible handles.
Let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Earl Watson had to say to the team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
And for Crawford, it's a luxury to bring him off the bench.
Well, Jamal Crawford is not a high percentage shooter, but with that volume shooting, you know he has the opportunity to impact the game, coming in and scoring and getting buckets. There are a lot of people who really enjoy watching Jamal Crawford come in, putting the ball on a string and making scoring sometimes look easy.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe throws it down hard.
And what a superb athlete, Eric Bledsoe, getting up big time.
And Zhang kicks to Brooks. And the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Count that one. Bledsoe's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, that can become a reliable shot for Bledsoe, getting to the mid-range and a little separation. That can help.
Zhang dishes to Muhammad. Hits it from three-point range.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Suns trail by 9. Booker with it. There's the pick. There's a screen by Williams. Bledsoe for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. In the corner, it's Crawford. Good D by Booker. Suns have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. And stolen by Zhang. Here's Crawford.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's how you attack. Wow. And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Dishes it to Zhang and finished off by Zhang.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. And they always attempt to wear you out.
Booker the pass to Bender. And Bender throws it down.
And Bender can really score in a hurry. He's very good at making the defense guess wrong, feasting on every error they make.
No good from Gibson. Suns trail by 8. Here's Bledsoe. Muhammad grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gibson with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. That one goes in. Zhang's got 22 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Crawford against Booker. Feeds to Bledsoe. Tipped away. 4-on-3 break. And finished off by Zhang.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Oh, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
They set the pick. Booker against Crawford. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Muhammad on the wing. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. On defense, the Timberwolves. Booker outside. They double him with Butler. There's Jackson with the 3. They get it back. Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's Butler out to Brooks. The dish to Zhang. Here's Gibson, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Jackson from long range. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Stolen by Jackson. Right wing. They double team Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. Brooks kicks to Butler. Back to Brooks. Bledsoe comes over to help. Brooks dishes to Muhammad. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the middle. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Williams.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
Gibson passes to Zhang. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Back to Gibson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And finished off by Zhang.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Suns trail by 11. And the Suns call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Taj Gibson.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Bledsoe against Brooks. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 8-point game. Williams comes with the double team. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Jang. Jang's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, even when you try to get a hand up, Taj sees the rim that time and makes a tough one.
Bledsoe, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Pass to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Booker. There's a good screen. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Bledsoe. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Now here's the problem with the defense. Eric Bledsoe's the point guard. He's going to keep getting the ball. What a night.
Brooks dishes to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Suns trail by 10. Bledsoe outside. On the wing, Jackson. It's tipped, stolen by Brooks. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. Williams comes with the double team. The kick outside to Butler. It's Brooks on the wing. To the paint. Gibson passes to Jang. Brooks left side. He feeds it to Muhammad. The pass to Butler. He kicks it to Brooks. He dishes it to Gibson. 5 on the clock. Here's Jang. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see. Fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Mahimi's checked in for Gibson. Bielitsa comes in for Muhammad. And it's Crawford in for Butler. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Dragan-Bender. Marquise Chris comes in for Allen Williams. Jared Dudley's checked in for Jackson. And Tyler Ewis subbed in for Devin Booker. Mahimi's shot is good.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 12. 19 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
And here's Dudley for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Dudley's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3-ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
Now here's Jones, and So the Timberwolves take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores. And we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.